Fixing to do. I'm headed up, taking my truck up to the body shop to get it scheduled, and it was a good conversation. She's doing well. I don't mind my own company. I don't know. When I get in the truck, sometimes I just feel like babbling. You know, there's so many things that are toxic that we breathe and we may not realize it. Good morning, everyone. How y'all doing? I'm wearing my my UV safety glasses, and I mean they're actually safety glasses for like a job site, but they also UV protection. I like that idea. I still want to protect my eyes from UV shit all the time, but at least until I'm fully healed. Fixing to do. I'm headed up, taking my truck up to the body shop to get it scheduled, and I figured I'd do a quick update or coffee chat or whatever. Not much new from yesterday. Had a very long conversation, over 2-hour line call with America, with the entire country. No, with my sister, and it was a good conversation. She's doing well, which is good. It makes my life easier because I worry about her, and so if she's doing good, I'm doing good. You know, because I worry too much. What else? I'm anxious to see what they're going to say about the truck. Timing wise, if I can get it done before I head down south, that would be nice. And if they only need it for a couple of days, that would be even better. It all depends. I could grab a bus. There's a bus stop, maybe 200-300 meters, a couple 5-minute walk from the car place. I keep looking at my calendar. Not that it's going to help, but I can catch the bus from. It's almost to the city of Chiang Rai to here for 40 baht. Easy peasy. It's an open air bus, you know. It's not like a Greyhound or a commercial bus. It's a box bus. I don't know what you actually call them, but I call them a box bus. Like an old school bus. Sliding windows, a couple of fans. Wearing one of my other favorite shirts that says, "I don't hate people. I just like them better when they're not around." My friend Scott Mallon, I got it from him. I just feel better when they're not around. Anyway, sometimes that's the case, you know. I don't mind my own company. I'm okay. I don't need to have all this stuff going on around me to keep myself occupied. But yeah, I just wanted to check in. I'll probably film a little bit going up, maybe not. It's all spontaneous, if I decide if I'm going to film or not. I don't know. When I get in the truck, sometimes I just feel like babbling. There's a lot of babble footage, we'll call it, old school digital media, but there's a lot of babble that hasn't been put up, because I'm just talking about nothing of consequence, just working through shit in my my little brain through the gray matter. But I really hope, knock on wood, man, I really hope that they only need it for like 2 days. If that's the case, I'll catch a bus down and then catch a bus back up. No big deal. But if it's like 4 or 5 days, I'm going to rent a car. So, yeah. No change in airline plans. I don't believe I mentioned. I think I mentioned that yesterday. Yeah, I forget. There's a gummy shop. Well, it's not just gummies. It's a weed shop. I don't smoke. Don't need to introduce any more crap into my lungs than I already get from the air. There's so many things that are toxic that we breathe and we may not realize it. But I do enjoy a gummy. But this place in Chiang Mai, down the road from Jimmy's, sells a brownie. It's only 75 milligrams. And I put them in the freezer. I forget the price. I put them in the freezer, and when they're frozen, I'll quarter it with one of my chef's knives, And a quarter of that is just absolutely perfect. Plus, it satisfies my sweet tooth as well. And I'm out. So I've got a bunch of other stuff that I don't really like. Their consistency isn't what's the word I'm looking for? Shit. I hate it it's because I don't use my brain. The consistency isn't there. It varies. Where the brownies, or no matter what quarter I eat, I get the same effect. But some of these other ones are too high, too low. And I don't like that. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Time for a haircut, too. Probably do that tomorrow. Yeah. I'm craving some sashimi, too, so I'll get there early. Because the salmon guy next door, or the fish guy next door. But yeah, just finishing up my cup of coffee here. It's a little hot, so gotta go slow. Yeah. But nothing else to report on. I don't feel anything in my chest anymore, no runny nose, none of that kind of stuff. I have the fan blowing, so it's probably just dust. It looks like it's going to rain, so that's good. I don't have to walk. This afternoon I'll walk. Probably do a walk and talk and then put the walk and talk up, the next day. Got to get out and do that. But a little bit of road time will do me some good. Yeah. I like that. I'm liking my new desk setup. I mentioned that before, but I actually have room to do some small projects. So I sketch a lot, not people and stuff, but architectural drawings. I used to design houses for people based off of their lifestyle, their what they want, what they need, what they could afford, that kind of thing. And I say, what do you think about this? Like that. Okay, all right, here you go. Take it to an architect, and they'll do it up and get it approved, get it engineered, and all that stuff. So I like doing that. So it just occupies my time, especially if it's raining. But I've got some ideas for some houses. I might start doing that. I might even order a model or two off of Lazada or Shopee or something. The Japanese make a good plastic model, like an airplane or something like that. I don't know what the hell I'll do with them. I used to give my models to my barber, and he'd either hang them up or put them on a shelf or put them on the wall, depending on the configuration. Some ships too, aircraft carriers mostly. But that helps occupy my brain, especially when there's no hurry. So now I have I'll take a picture, but I have a table, 2 computers, 2 laptops, 2 tilt-up boards, right? And I'm going to buy a wireless keyboard, and I'll stay with the same mouse, and I can set them up so it uses the one mouse. So when I go from one to the next, it will be working over there, and I could type over there or type over here without reaching up to type. I can pull the wireless out and type on that. But I can also work on a project and then slide it underneath that little table thing I have on top of my desk. It's got like about a 3.5 inch gap. It's a good setup. My old office in America had I could do all kinds of shit in there. I had a stand-up drafting board, drafting table. I had the space. Don't have the space here. Anyway, what can I talk about? I don't want to talk too much about personal shit. But I want to move. It's time. I lasted 3.5 years in Pattaya, and it was time to go. And so I came up to Chiang Rai, and we were on a group trip. We came through. I said, holy shit, look at that Buddha on the mountain. There's a reclining Buddha up on the mountain. So we pulled into town, went to the market like we always do. And I kind of liked it. I kind of liked the little town, you know. A couple months later, I was up here. I think it's time for a move. 'Cause I miss the water, and I like the central location of central Thailand, Bangkok, Pattaya, that kind of thing. But I'm thinking south of Jomtien, you know, Ban Chang, Sattahip, Ban Phe. I think that's the order. Like further south, like 30, 40 minute, 20 to 40 minute drive to Pattaya, which basically is an extra 30 or 40 minutes taxi ride from the airport, which is no big deal. You can get to all the major hospitals, get to a major airport. These are things in my checklist. And I want to be near the water. I want to be in a house, in a development, not a new development, but an existing older, but not too old, well kept. So let's say between 5 and 10-year-old development, where security is a little more lax. So I can go to the pool at midnight. They always close them at 9 because they don't want people making noise. They don't want to, liability if somebody drowns or some shit like that. But I'll pay the security guard some baht if it doesn't get him in trouble because there's CCTV, How come you let this guy swim, and how come you didn't catch her swimming? So I'll figure out the ropes. And if I have to swim during the day, I have to swim during the day. But I want to be able to go down to the pool and put my mask and snorkel on and fins and swim laps. Because I'm an inefficient swimmer, freestyle swimmer. I'm very inefficient. I really need to take lessons, okay? Just to get my timing down and breathing down and stuff like that. But I could go for days back and forth with a snorkel and kicking and burning calories and getting some, resistance exercise, because I have hand paddles and I have fins, things like that. So that's why I wanted to establish one, not a brand new one when they're hardcore. Oh no, it's closed at 9. That's it. Gotta get out, But if it's easy going and so getting windy out there. My curtains are poofing out. Anyway, so yeah, I'm looking at the letter A, house, 2-bedroom minimum, 3-bedroom max, because I want room. I want one of those rooms to be my office, my hobby room, my office. Carport. They don't really do garages here. I mean, people do, but it's usually a big carport where you can park your motorcycles and then park a vehicle, and it's out of the sun. So I would put out there, I would put my punching bag and stand out there. Or if it's a big enough place, I could put it in the living room, and my weight bench, and set it up that way. And then, I could get back into my routine. So, okay, my phone overheated. I was talking about getting back into my routine. And option B on this would be a high-rise condo, which that would shed some light on my punching bag. You can't have that in a condo because it's going to vibrate. It'll irritate the neighbor below you. And I want to be up high enough so I can see the sea and have windows open all the time. Because when you're up that high, let's say above 10 floors, you don't get the bugs. Don't get the skeeters. But I was just about ready to wrap it up, and all of a sudden it shut off. My phone overheated. So that's about it for this little coffee chat. I need to hit the highway. I'm anxious to find out what schedule I get for my truck. Yeah, I'm excited about that. Not really excited. I just want it done. I want that off the plate. All right. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.